Our email sender is Namiki Melody. She is a Filipina living in Japan and is confused on what to do with her situation. Namiki Melody was first married to a Japanese in the year 2000, but was divorced a year later. After 3 years, or in 2004, Namiki Melody again married a Japanese national. According to Namiki Melody, her second wedding went smoothly because in the year 2004, there is such a thing or process called Report of Divorce in the Philippine Embassy of Tokyo. In the year 2012, her Japanese husband passed away. And in the year 2015, Namiki Melody plans to remarry because she has a child with her current live-in partner. However, when she was processing her papers at the Philippine Embassy, she was not given a certificate which can capacitate her to marry. She was told that she has to file a petition for judicial recognition of foreign divorce. According to Namiki Melody, the process is tedious, takes time, and entails expenses. She was told that she cannot remarry and had to seek the judicial recognition of foreign divorce from her first marriage in 2000, and the same with her subsequent marriage in 2004. Namiki Melody said that how come she had been able to marry her second husband in 2004 if it was indeed required to file a petition for recognition of foreign divorce before she can remarry. How can she file a petition when she no longer knows the whereabouts of her first husband and the second husband already passed away? Is she still required to file the petition despite this? Namiki Melody, while it is indeed true that in the past, one need only to report one's divorce, now it is required that a petition for recognition of divorce be filed in court. There is no divorce in the Philippines, but when a divorce is validly obtained abroad by an alien spouse from his or her Filipino spouse, the Filipino spouse shall have the capacity to remarry under Philippine law. However, the divorce obtained abroad must be passed upon judicially by a Philippine court to prove its validity before the Filipino spouse can remarry under Philippine law. The decision of the Philippine court shall become the basis for the annotation of civil registry documents. Article 412 of the Civil Code declares that no entry in a civil register shall be changed or corrected without judicial order. Civil law related to divorce in Japan is very unique. Courts are usually involved in the proceedings in most of the countries in the world, but there is a divorce obtained by mutual consent in Japan. All they have to do is to put their signature on the divorce paper, then just submit it to the counter of the City Hall. Hence, the Philippine government may not readily believe the divorce is legally obtained. You also have to prepare some pieces of evidence to prove your divorce under Japanese law. There are only a few documents to prove: Koseki Tohon, Rikon Todoke Kisai, Jiko Shomeisho, and Rikon Todoke Juri Shomeisho. They are all written in Japanese, and it must be very hard for you to interpret the contents. So you have to bring Koseki Tohon to the Embassy of Japan to get the certificate of divorce. This certificate of divorce is written in English, and the court in the Philippines shall accept it as a piece of evidence. But the fact is, most of the time, it is hard for Filipino parties to get it. That is because this document is only issued to the Japanese person written on the Koseki Tohon. So you have to have an authorization letter issued by your ex-husband upon application of certificate of divorce in the embassy. As for your first ex-husband, you may get this by serving notice upon him at his last known address. As for your second husband, you only need to prove that he passed away by way of his death certificate. Once the first marriage divorce decree had been proven, then you can get clearance to remarry. Be reminded that our opinion is based solely on the information you provided us, and it may change depending on any additional information. You are free to consult a lawyer of your choice regarding your legal concerns. Email us at ptvbatas@gmail.com. Attorney JJ Jimeno Atienza for the Rule of Law.